Good morning. Happy Saturday. The sun is finally coming up. It's almost 7. I am a little over 11.5 miles in. I'm actually heading back to the house to change my shoes real quick. The insert on these, on the left one, is just sliding back towards the heel, leaving a big gap on my toes. So I'm gonna swap out shoes and finish up. But other than the insert issue, I've really been liking these New Balance 1080s. They've been pretty nice. It'd just be nice to not have that annoying problem going on. But yeah, started off this morning pretty early. Had the headlamp on for some light. And I don't know, the roads out here are pretty narrow. Not a lot of shoulder to run on, so not the best. I did have to step off the side of the road a little bit a couple times for some cars that didn't want to get over, but mixed up the route a little bit. So not feeling too bad. A little over 8 left to go. Andy has his first cross-country meet today. It's a practice meet. Gonna try to make it over there for that. We'll see if I can finish up in time. But yeah, almost back to the house. Change my shoes. Got my shoes changed out. I actually decided to pause my run, go catch the cross-country meet, and then come back home. So now I'm gonna finish up now, splitting up a little bit on the run. So I've got 8 miles left to do. Honestly, it kind of feels worse because I've had that time for like my muscles to start tightening up. So there's that, but it's not quite the same as running 20 miles straight through, but I wanted to make sure I made it to the meet in time. So yeah, gonna wrap up here on the treadmill with the last 8 miles since it's kind of warming up out there. And then, yeah, call it a day. So yeah, long run wrapped up, 20 miles on that day. Let's see, that was on Saturday. It's been a little bit, to be honest, but it's now Thursday, hoping to get this video up by this coming Saturday, so it'll be like a week in the past. But that week peaked off with a total of 50 miles, which was my biggest week so far. I am on a pull down week right now, so I think it's drawn back to about 40 miles or 42 miles this week, which is definitely very much needed for my body right now. I can tell that I needed the rest. And it was like a 5-week build, so a pretty heavy push for some for increase of mileage over the last 5 weeks. Now I'm on a pullback, and then I have a 2 or 3 week build, and then I think that's about my peak before I start kind of tapering off for the marathon. I'm about 6 to 7 weeks away from the marathon, I think. Really looking forward to wrapping up this long training block of training for this marathon. I do enjoy some running, but some of the long runs definitely feel really, I don't know, just they take a lot of energy and a lot of effort. So hats off to anybody who puts in those long mileage weeks and consistently trains for marathons and like hits sub 3 and like all these crazy things, because it's definitely a lot of work. And so I do think from time to time it's good to challenge yourself and push yourself a little harder than what you think you might be able to achieve. And so that's kind of what this was for me, was a nice little push. I think I enjoy doing I enjoy pushing myself to see what I'm capable of now and then, but I don't want that to be like consistently what I'm doing all the time is pushing into those exhausted states where I just feel tired all the time. I want to kind of taper back down a little bit and just train for the sake of training, for the enjoyment of it. I really enjoy lifting. I enjoy cycling. Probably both of those things more than I enjoy running, if I'm being honest. So excited to get back to a little bit more of that. And if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that I just got a new gravel bike, so I'm excited to take that out and try it out a little bit, and find some nice gravel routes, get away from traffic a little more, and out into the countryside. So really looking forward to some of that after I taper off from this marathon. But yeah, I ended up doing that 12 miles outside, and I realized by the time I got back to the house that it was about time to head over to the cross-country meet. So I went ahead and cleaned up, went over there with my wife and family, and caught my son's cross-country meet. He did pretty well. For his age group, they did the 2 mile, and he came in, it was just under 16 minutes, I think. So 2 miles, just under 16 minutes. Super excited with how he's doing and progressing this year. They're practicing, I want to say, like 5 to 6 times a week right now. So he's definitely putting in some miles and definitely improving from all that mileage he's been putting in. So excited to see him grow and progress in that. And I don't know. I think it's important to be able to show up for my kids as much as I can. So I am glad that I decided to take that pause, go to the meet, and then finish up my run a little later. And then, like I was mentioning on my run, so these are my very first pair of New Balance that I've ever actually gotten. I like the shoes so far, but I don't know if you can kind of see the insert there was just totally sliding back on this left shoe and left a pretty gnarly blister on my left foot. The right one seems fine, so I think maybe just the insert on this side is a little bit filthy, but like it definitely seems a little bit flimsier than the other one, and you can see like the heel of it is all kind of crunched up. So it's just drifting back into the shoe and building up like this, and then like leaving a gap at the end. And so the end of it was rubbing on the bottom of like the joint of my big toe, and so it just rubbed there for a while and got a big blister from it. But yeah, I definitely like the shoe overall, like the feel of it. It has like 2 different types of foam here on the sole, as you can see. So this white is a little bit more squishy, and then like the gray piece has like a little bit more responsiveness to it. So you have like a nice cushion coming in and then like a nice spring coming off, and I kind of like that. It feels really nice. So yeah, really nice daily trainer. Happy with them overall. Just wish I didn't have that issue going on with the insert. Also, on these longer runs, one of the things that I've been really trying to do is not take any kind of like media with me. So like no headphones, no audio or anything like that. It's just one of those things where I can just, like, we don't often give ourselves time to be alone with our thoughts. We're always constantly distracting ourselves with different things. Audiobooks, media, screens always have something in front of us to distract us a little bit. So it's one of the things that I've been trying to do to kind of just really be alone more with my thoughts, let myself think through things, let myself be in the moment and present just during these longer runs. And it's something that I would definitely encourage you guys to try, whether it be on longer runs, shorter runs, or like during a workout, anything like that. Just kind of let yourself actually hear your own thoughts for once and kind of think things through and be able to let your mind wander a little bit. It's definitely something that's really good for our brains to be able to go through. And it's something that we don't give ourselves that opportunity very often. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think next time you're out on a run. And before I wrap up the video here real quick, I'm going to give a couple of shout outs to a couple of small businesses. I picked up a couple of really cool packages this past couple of weeks. These are Cam's Fruit Snacks. These are like a multivitamin, collagen, prebiotic, omega, and greens all in like a fruit snack. So my buddy Rob sent these out to me. He started this business with another person named Cameron, and they have recently started this, and so if you're interested in something like that, go check it out. This video isn't sponsored or anything like that. He just sent them out to me, said, hey, try these out. Said, you don't need to post it or anything, but I definitely wanted to give him a quick shout out for those. And then the other item was this custom 3-point camera harness that I got from a company called PS Bagworks. Another cyclist recommended them to me. He recommended either this company or one other, but these were custom made to order. You can pick the, essentially pick the clasps that connect to the camera. So I went with the Peak design. It's a little pop off there, and this just snaps right in, and this part goes onto your camera. And then it has the 3-point right here. This goes onto the bottom. And then you have like a magnetic slip clasp here for the 3rd point. So the idea is that you can have it on your back when you're out cycling. And then when you want to pull it around, you unclasp this, pull it around, take your photos, slide it back. So pretty nifty little strap there. Definitely seems really durable. So I'm excited to try that out as I go out and do some more cycling coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you don't mind, go ahead, give this video a like, and throw a comment down below. Definitely goes a long ways for helping the video algorithm on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.